Listen up, let me break this all the way down. So Diddy sent 50 Cent some flowers. That's what 50 is claiming anyway. He's saying it was a whole warning, straight up. And now folks talking like Diddy, or the dudes he got around him, put a green light on 50. If you ain't know, a green light is basically a pass to go at somebody. There's always been them rumors that Diddy was tangled up in that kind of mess back in the day with legends like Pac and Biggie, but right now, we gotta focus on this fresh foolishness because what in the entire world is going on? Okay, so peep this. 50 Cent went and posted pictures of some flowers. He's saying Diddy had them sent to him while he was doing a club appearance in Miami. And check this, he say it was a whole threat. When I first peeped them flowers, I thought they looked like something you see at a funeral, but they tried to make it Thanksgiving themed. A weird mix, yo. Then I looked again and thought, yo, these look like one of them basic orders from a big flower company. You ever order from 1-800-FLOWERS or Teleflora? They show you these perfect, amazing arrangements online. You're like, yeah, let me send these to my peoples. You drop a couple hundred. You hit send. Then the joints that show up look worse than the $20 bouquet from the grocery store. I saw these and said, this looked like a straight Teleflora special. They also looked like flowers for the dead, but with a fall vibe. Turns out I wasn't the only one thinking that. So 50 said something like, what kind of soft move is this? Did he send in me flowers at the club? The reason 50 took this sideways is 'cause the flowers got delivered at 11 o'clock at night while he was at the club. Now, anybody who ever sent flowers knows them deliveries happen in the daytime, between like 9 and 5. They don't roll up deep at night. So 50 was like, what kind of play is this? You send in this to a club at 11 p.m. He basically said, why are you playing all these games? Just say what you gotta say. Then somebody supposedly told 50, yo, that's a warning. And 50 just laughed and said, a warning? I'm from the raw 90s. You don't warn me. Okay, first off, if Diddy really sent these flowers, he's lost his entire mind. Why would he do that? Seems like he wanted to let 50 know he can still have people reach out and touch him. It's sneaky. It's underhanded. It makes all them bad things people been saying about Diddy seem real true. But more important, Diddy is still out here wildin'. Listen to me. Is he serious? If anything, and I mean anything, ever happened to 50 Cent, with all the police and FBI already watching Diddy's every move, they would be on him like white on rice. They would turn his whole life inside out. 50 Cent is connected. He's cool with powerful people. He's building empires. He's got media ties. Diddy really needs to just chill. But let me slow this roll. This does sound like some Diddy-type behavior. He likes to let his power be known for 2 reasons. 1, 'cause that's just how he gets down. But 2, I think with all the people staying quiet about stuff that could lock Diddy away for a long time, he feels he gotta show he's still the man to keep them scared. There's a reason his victims were terrified to speak up. There's a reason they wrote letters to the judge saying, please don't let him out, this man is dangerous. I also think Diddy ain't really getting that the game changed. You can only get away with that slick, bullying stuff when nobody's watching too close. Now, everybody's eyes are on him. Everybody knows his playbook. I think Diddy also struggling to accept that 50 Cent basically ended his public image. Actually, scratch that, Diddy ended his own legacy. 50 just helped make a documentary that was the final nail. But hear me good, 'cause this matters. 50 Cent might be from the tough 90s, but he's also a sharp businessman. That's a big part of why Diddy is in hot water and 50 is on top. Diddy is still thinking like a gangster if he sent these flowers. That's who he is at the core. If he didn't send them, then my bad. Now, some people whisperin' that 50 might have sent the flowers to himself. But why would he do that? Think about it. 2 things popping off. Diddy came at 50, and he also came at the head of Netflix. He messed that up too. Here's the real deal. Diddy needs to understand it's over. That Netflix documentary about him is #1 all over the globe. It's gonna get hundreds of millions of views. 50 Cent just made himself a major player in the documentary game. The only reason Diddy keeps crying, 50 got a grudge, is 'cause when you making documentaries, you got legal protection. They gotta be fair, not just a personal hit job. If they could prove 50 sent himself flowers and made all this up, They could sue him and Netflix for lying. There is no way 50 is gonna set himself up for a lawsuit that big. It don't make no sense. I believe Diddy needs to put on this show of force. So anybody thinking about coming forward with more stories stays scared thinking, oh, he still got juice. He's still trying to run things from house arrest. But Diddy ain't gonna last long on the outside if he keeps this up. And on the low, I've been hearing some wild stuff that Diddy might not even be safe himself out here in the world. But what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. On top of all that, Diddy also made himself a new enemy who's rich and powerful for real. Remember when Diddy said, I'm very disappointed in Ted Sarandos about the doc? Ted Sarandos is the big boss at Netflix. Well, check this. Ted Sarandos just got even more power. Netflix just bought Warner Brothers, which is crazy huge. This is the worst time for Diddy to start a fight with that man. And it's the perfect time for 50 Cent, who's now locked in with Netflix. All them Hollywood execs are nervous about this deal. It puts a whole lot of control in Ted Sarandos' hands. All them old Hollywood power players who used to be cool with Diddy and owed him favors are getting replaced by Ted Sarandos, a dude who does not care about Diddy or his so-called legacy. So in just a couple days, Diddy made some serious enemies at the top. And he's still out here sending flowers? Something is seriously wrong with that man. Again, I think he's showing off for his circle or the people he pays so they don't think he's lost his grip. But everybody else can see plain as day he fell off. Y'all, Diddy better relax for real. 50 Cent loves to sue people. 50 Cent will press charges. I believe 50 Cent's next documentary might just be him on the stand, testifying about how Sean Diddy Combs tried to put a hit on him. If you rockin' with these updates, help the channel out. Smash that like button, subscribe, and share this with your crew. I'll see you in the next video. You don't want to miss it. But I do think 50 would actually get on the stand, film the whole thing, and make a documentary out of it. One thing about 50 Cent, he's always going to find a way to get the bag.